Welcome, Crows fans, to Crows podcast. Episode 22, Ali.
Episode 22.
Better straighten up here.
You better straighten up and fly right.
Freaking out.
Yeah. Come on, you want to do the intro?
Be professional here. Episode 22.
Why start now?
Second to last edition.
The cat's going to listen to us and shutting the door.
Second to last, isn't it?
What? Are we only doing one more?
Well, our review.
Oh, so we're not going to do the draft or anything afterwards?
Oh, well, we can do special editions.
Oh, yeah, that's all right then. Jeez, just pending on there. I thought you were just pulling the pin. I thought down the plug. I thought I was laying on the bed. The old respirator's going, and they're saying, "Oh, we've got a here. We've got a what are they called? The care directive." And Anne's just gone, "No, too late." Pulled the plug on me. Didn't even know I was on a respirator. Life support plug.
I've come in and gone.
I'm not putting you on my list.
No.
They'll go,
like, nah.
Pull the plug.
She's too
still
far
alive.
gone. She's too far gone.
You just hold a pillow over me. Nah, she's too far
Stop
gone.
the meds. Stop the meds. Stop feeding her.
Yeah, Crows versus Caaarlton. A whitewash.
The Blues.
The lickety-splitty
Well,
end of the season.
such a whitewash. The old directive come out, Ali, and Pykey was...
Had to slow the game down a bit.
Stop, guys.
Stop. They're already dead.
Stop. We don't want to increase our percentage.
No. You got to feel... We just did muck with it a bit. But anyway, it was good for the players to play witches' hats. It was that's some of what
it was just the the recipe we needed for next year, Ali.
Exactly. If all our opposition were witches' hats.
Yeah, for sure.
I must really admit, like, I know Caaarlton have got some great players. They were truly appalling. I mean, and that's not necessarily from a playing perspective, but how they were coached. They looked like they were running around
Coaching
like
was terrible.
Headless chooks. Would that be fair? Like, they
Absolutely.
didn't. There was no system. I could hear Ant because he was here for half it, then he got bored and went home. They just had no system getting the ball forward. It's just like, oh no, I'll just give it a kick. It's like watching under 12s. I said under 12s have a bit of an idea of what they're doing, like kick it between the big sticks.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I don't understand it. Brendan Bolton's got them playing this zone defence, which they cannot play. They just
3 years worth, Brendan. Let it go. Let it go.
Concede too many goals playing that way. They need to start going back to basics. And
they had something last year.
Yeah, they
and
did.
They've gone away from it.
Yeah, Bryce Gibbs.
Nah, not just Bryce. We've got him now.
I'm just saying that,
Yeah, I know, but you're really not funny. You're still trying to eat. What did you say? Yeah, you keep that pie in your pie hole. Shut your pie hole. Anyway, let's talk about some good things of the game. Good old JJ resurrecting himself at the right end of the season. 7 honkers.
Yeah, the pressure's off.
7 sausages. That's what I thought too. The pressure was off. They didn't even seem that excited except for a couple later on. But Rat, he sunk about 3 and he didn't look happy. Mind you, there's other stuff going on in the background there that we still aren't privy to as yet, but we'll talk about that a bit later. Tell you what, Lairds trying to get leather poisoning. Crouching.
He kicked a goal.
Yeah. He just went, you know what?
Miller.
Don't kick.
There's been
my boy Miller.
Despite the season though, Ali, there's been some positives.
Gooch.
He kicked
Gooch,
4.
He took ownership of it. Like, I think he kicked our 3rd goal in the first quarter. He just lined it up outside 50. But it looks like he's doing a stab kick.
He's got a stab kick, yeah.
And it goes 50.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, and he slows down to get momentum through the ball.
But he's actually got a nice...
He does.
It usually drifts a little bit, but it through the middle.
He's good on those on the run goals, isn't he?
Rat did a few party tricks. He thought he might as well. Why not?
Yeah.
The usual suspects in there.
Lost contested ball though, Ali.
Oh, we actually
lost clearances.
Lost clearances. Lost contested
inside
ball.
50s.
Lost inside 50. Still won
the
by
tackle count though.
Won by over 100 points. That does not make sense.
104 points.
That does not make sense at all. Does it?
We're just really good, obviously, on the turnover.
And there was a lot.
There was a lot of turnover because as soon as we'd get it in our back half, our defensive 50, we were rebuilt.
But they had a field day. You got to think. They had no Talia.
No field position. No field position, Caaarlton.
Told you it was like headless.
No, like how.
Mackay will be a good player.
How are they able to Caaarlton? I'm talking about. Get a winning culture feeling when they're losing.
Did you hear the Caaarlton fans? They're singing the club song at the end of it, and I'm like, I didn't know whether to admire them or pity them.
I'd be booing.
But do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know whether to admire them for standing by their team when it was horrible. Like, the high score for the year was kicked against your side and you lost by over 100 points, but they're still singing it like to show consolidation. Now, I admire that. But this is how many years now? How many years does a Caaarlton fan put up with that?
It's been going on for years. They should not have got rid of Ratton.
Well, they did.
Because they always try and buy premierships, that football club. I thought Mick Malthouse was going to be the Messiah.
Didn't happen.
And
didn't happen. Still got Daisy out of that bloody. Still got Daisy out of that trade. No, Otts. I must admit, Otts all of a sudden. Andy, where's this aggro been? I love it, son. He was just hopping into him, grabbing him, taunting him, giving him both barrels.
For Daisy.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Tell you one of them I did like giving him grief. Did you see? You mightn't have seen it near the end. Mackay came in to try and take a mark, and he got spoilt by Keith. And Keith just tackled him, and bang into the deck.
Yes, I did see that.
And then Keith just comes along and just goes boof into his back, and I'm
we
like,
on a bit of that on Saturday night.
Keith does it all the time. I love it.
He's got a bit of back, bro.
Yeah, and then my boy, Miller Magic, he comes in off the side, and it was Cade Simpson.
Yep.
And he
lined him up.
Opened him up like a suitcase.
Oh, like a suitcase.
Yeah, like a suitcase. Straight down the midline, cracked him one. He didn't get up.
I had
straight
another
away.
line, Ali. You put me.
I did. I had opened him up like a loaf of bread, and Anthony didn't like that.
Here.
Anthony didn't like him opening him up like a loaf of bread, so I went with opening him up like a suitcase, son.
Yeah, that's better anyway. I like that one.
Oh, well, good. Then I'll go back to the other one. Well, if anyone listening to this, the Crows are going to do another Miller gift because I've asked them to. But we need the timestamp of where he did his little shimmy shake and getting out of the being tackled again. We think it's in the third quarter, but my Foxtel didn't record it this morning, so I've got to wait till Friday. So if anyone's got a timestamp on there, can you tweet it out, please? Give us a message and we'll get that out there so we can get another Miller gift on the GO because I love them. I love them to pieces. Let's face it. Who do we have as who was captain for the day? Lynch. Lynch was.
Now, we're thinking of the Sloan family too.
Yeah.
Unaware of what's going on, but
no, everyone's guessing.
It's all personal stuff, which is fair enough. But we are thinking of the Sloan families.
For Belinda and Rory. For whatever's happened.
On a bit of a more serious note.
Yeah. So there was actually a statement released by the club, as you're all probably more than well and truly aware, that he had been withdrawn. So also missing Tex and there's half a dozen other players and things like that.
Yeah.
So but fingers crossed there. But obviously the players were wearing black armbands, and I also noticed the Indigenous boys were wearing two black armbands. So I'm not sure what that was about.
I don't think Don had an armband on.
Yeah, a lot of them, the coach had it on their actual
jacket.
Yeah, on their jackets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sure. But we shall get on with the game.
Yes.
Would you like to go into 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who'd you have who got 3 points for you?
Well, Josh Jenkins.
Had to. Is that the first time we've ever given him
7 goals?
3 points?
7 goals. He was 7.
And tackled. And moved up the ground.
Did he look like he had more speed, or was that because we were playing against Caaarlton?
I think the shackles were off. You could just, like he said at the end of it, you could go out and enjoy football. And I find that sad that they're not enjoying their football until they were losing and no chance of getting into the 8. So obviously they do put a lot of pressure on themselves, which I suppose is part of the game. But I'd love them to just go out and enjoy the football because you get a better result every time. That's what Richmond did. Started to enjoy their football, and that's taken them so far. So 2 votes?
Oh, Laird.
Yeah, really.
Absolutely.
All Australian nom, by the way.
Nomination.
He has to get in.
The desk man.
The desk man has to get in. We'll be tipping tables and knocking over cows in the middle of the night while they're sleeping standing.
I'll be hunting for cane corn so I can take my frustrations out on him.
Sure, I got no problem with that. Not related, but sure. 1 point. Who did you go?
If Pear doesn't get voted, I want to take my anger out on someone.
Sure, Sam
McClure,
cane corns, off you go. Hold
absolutely.
on. 1 point. Who'd you go?
Galucci.
You went Gooch. This was a tough call for me because my 101 honourable mentions. I had Gooch, but then I had to interchange it. The Rat had a really good game. 3 goals, really good efficiency, and was all over the ground, just mopping up down back, kicking goals up front. And that little spin turn to kick a goal to torment the oppo. Got to give him that.
See, you're right, why haven't we played like that, where we just go and do... I know Pykey's very structured.
Because it was Caaarlton. No other team's going to give us that much leeway, let's be honest.
No, but you can still implement that and say, right, just go and do...
No, you can't. Not in this day and age.
No, I would.
It was Caaarlton.
Yeah, I know it was Caaarlton. It was Witch's hat.
Oh, they were literally. They'd put the queue in the rack.
It's really poor. Like Brendan Bolton.
He tries to mock fake anger and everything. I'm like, come on, mate. Like, I could go out there and coach him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get in front. Kick a goal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Simple instructions. I'll dumb it down
Get
for
some
them.
field position.
Get the ball. Kick it to someone free. Hold position.
Hold position.
Wait till someone is free. Make someone lead from the opposite way. Kick it to them so they can mark it.
Allow space.
Stop.
Open the ground up.
Give them space.
Spray.
The MCG is a big ground. Or the Etihad, is a big ground. Kick it to someone. Let them
on
line
the
up.
fat
Shoot
side.
a goal. That's the one.
Switch the ball.
Yep.
None of it.
The only switch they saw was on the bloody wall going into the change rooms. I'll tell you what. Nothing much happening there. Beep, beep, light was
Culture's
on.
an issue.
You know what? No one was home.
No, that's
That's
right.
what I
Stephen
reckon.
Trigg.
Anyway, my honourable mentions, because, I've got to go through them. Mine obviously was Galucci, had to be in there. Miller, because... Miller.
He's
Keith, because of his smackdown of Mackay. Not to confuse with our David McKay, but Mackay for them. Gibbs did all right against his Oppo. And
He
Otten,
kicked a goal.
Yep, Otten getting in Daisy's face. I loved it.
Yeah, that
I think
was
he wants
fun.
another contract. I'm like, Otten, if you play like that every day...
I think he might get another contract.
Depending on what happens in the trade period, I think a lot of them, like Don said in the presser, which was pretty telling. We've signed up for ones that we want to,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh, awkward.
Yeah.
For the people that
But he
aren't
did
signed
say
up.
that there's a couple there.
There's a couple more, but that obviously is going to depend on.
I
trade
think it's
period.
dependent
Yeah,
on
of course
trade,
it is.
for
I
sure.
think so. Anyway.
For sure.
Now, honourable things to mention. The Berg, the Human Candle, the Big Easy.
He had a good debut, didn't
Elliot
he?
Himmelberg.
He was a debundant.
He was a debundant. He cracked it in. What about his first goal? Missed a set shot, so then does the difficult things. Loved it. I love that. Got down to the people, the commentators loved him.
Can I just say, I really admired his leading at the ball and his running at the ball.
Arms out,
stretch.
Yeah, Texan style when he was younger back
Yeah,
then.
I was impressed with that.
He's got to get some Ks. Like he's got to be able
Really
to run out of
impressed
game.
with that.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So he's had a taste now.
Is this second pre-season?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He,
he'll go for his
needs
third.
to-
And now that he's got a taste of what it's like to play at AFL level,
Exactly.
it will give him, like Don said in the press conference, that, Tommy
This is what you need to
Duday,
do.
he wanted the position
3
for
years.
this year.
Yep.
He went away, worked hard on his body. Look what happened.
Well, there
And
will
now
seem
that
to be a little bit
Himmelberg
of. Sorry.
has been able to get that taste for AFL.
I think he needs to work harder. Sort of what I'm hearing is
Yeah.
he's good, but he might have a lot of natural gifts, but
Bit
he
of an
needs to put a bit of it.
attitude.
No, not attitude,
Application?
but application.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that often gives them the taste of it because it's like, well, if I'm not going to get in there, I'll just go about it. But I think that will give you. Trust me, the boys seem to get around him too, which I really liked. Also, Lil Bull got his first goal.
Yes.
Much maligned Little Bull. They've been wanting to try him up for. Why not wait till the last game in the last quarter? And
Yeah.
Pykester was pretty happy. The gift going around of Pykester, he's quite enjoying it.
Don was, he was
First time he
impressed.
smiled, everyone was like, Don Pike
He
smiled.
was getting really
Yeah,
into it.
but they got Don Pike smiled. No
Was
one knew
Brett
what to
Burton
do.
out of the box?
Probably. That doesn't make me smile. Eddie Betts going for goal of the year.
I mean,
Can't knock Eddie. Oh, it was just one of those, when all the players, he tackled a player, I think it might have been Silvani or Post, one of those floppy hair anyway, but he knocked the ball, it was hold the ball, but naturally wasn't paid.
Yeah.
So Eddie scooped it up, got tackled, and then someone else grabbed it, and Eddie come around, he grabbed it, and he popped it up on his left and just put it onto the boot, through the goals. It was nice to watch.
I'll have to check it out.
Won't win, but it's bloody nice.
I'll have to check it out.
You should. It'll be on the best ofs.
Now, you know how there was rumour early on in the season about
Scandal, slingback,
Eddie
scandal, do
Betts
tell.
retiring?
Yeah, he's not retiring.
He's not retiring.
No, he's already said that.
Even looking at Anna Scully's Instagram, he's not retiring.
I think he was just sad.
So the shouter, don't.
Sam, the shouter.
Yeah, us.
No, I think he went through a flat period though, because you got to think.
Oh, he
was
did.
very close
A
with
lot
Courtney
of-
Hampden. I think a lot of them had a big reassess, and stuff like that. But is there anything else you want to mention from the game? flogged
Sauce,
him.
he's cooked, but
Sauce is cooked. Cook sauce. He's cooked.
not in a good way.
No, poor old Sauce. He needs help.
Mm.
And we will look at that next thing, the season review. And
What
then
about
we'll start
Riley
with
Knight,
trades.
Ali? He's got a 75% winning percentage.
He does. It's not actually just him, but
No, it's
when
not
he
just
plays,
him, but when he plays, he's we've got quite a good winning
Didn't
percentage.
they have that with Josh Carr in showdowns? Like every showdown he played in, they won.
Well, he
or
used to
something?
tag.
No. It was just whenever that he played, they won no matter what he did.
Okay.
It was one of those things. But
Yeah,
no,
right.
good on Boogie. So we're better with Boogie. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think we are. I think, and I think we look better with him in the side, but we need to get him right.
Yeah, he looked pretty bloody
I want to
sore.
see him next year. This is my aim for Knight.
He needs
I
to
wanna
be at the
see
next
him-
level next year.
Yeah, but
pre-season.
I want to see him get a full pre-season
Yep.
with no ankle injuries, no
Yep.
hamstrings, etc.,
No
etc.
knee,
I
whatever's
want to
going
see
on.
him go and play all games.
Yep.
All games. And if
Look
that's
at
to
that.
taper him back,
Yep.
and just because he's a high work rate player, as they
Yeah.
say. But
He gets smashed is what you're
I'd
saying,
like to
physically
see,
smashed.
I'd like to see him take a step back and be able to manage his body a little bit better.
Whether he's just going 10-10s or whether it's a program, who knows anymore.
I think he's going
10-10s.
10-10, yeah.
Because him and Lil Bull were getting up in there in the runs at the beginning, the time trials.
Well, see,
But
Jake Kelly's a
Long.
high rate.
Pike still
work
loves him because all these rumours people
high
want to trade him,
intensity
etc., etc.
runner.
You might want to go back. Pykey loves him. I think it's just finding a spot for him. I don't know if he's. I think he's lost. Well, he admitted. I was watching an interview with him that he almost a bit complacent down back because he could do it with his eyes closed. He knew what to do. So now they put him in a new position. He's got to think, which is actually a good thing, so a player doesn't get stale.
So he might, if Don...
if they see something in him.
That's right. If Don sees something in him, and obviously they've been wanting to put him up forward for most of the season, as Don come out and
Yeah,
said.
that doesn't make sense. We've had plenty of chances to do
But
that.
nonetheless,
We've had plenty of chances to
maybe
do
they
that.
might play him, put him through the forward half for the
Maybe.
majority of the pre-season and see how he goes.
Well, we did it with,
Train him in that
with Miller.
line.
We chucked him forward.
What
chucked
do
him
you
in the
wanna
midfield.
see?
We chucked Miller in the midfield. I don't know. I really like Miller coming off there and just
Halfback,
little squirts through the midfield.
I think squirts,
Yeah.
but not his full
I think
time.
his decision making, his evasiveness,
60-40?
his kicking. Possibly. I'd even probably 70-30.
70-30.
Even less. Whatever the team needs for team
Well,
balance.
it's going to be interesting.
That's probably it. It's not just
Balance,
saying do
yeah.
this. It's whatever's best for the team.
Yeah.
Long run. But yeah, there's.
But they know what they've got. They know what they've got from that
Well,
player.
hopefully we'll see. Oh, it's
Seaman-
too long to November. That's all I'm saying.
Seaman, Miller, and Smith.
Yeah, imagine. I'd love to
Good
have
ball
seen
distributors.
more of Bubba, Smith, and Miller down opposite wings.
And
then
put Seeds in
up a
that
little bit.
main...
Seed
in
up
that-
a little bit. Up
In
the ground.
Smith's main role.
Nah, let Smith do his normal roll off half back, but seed that flank going forward.
Half flank, okay.
Mind you,
Half
Bubba,
forward
let them.
flank.
They can swap.
Well,
So they can open
I want
teams
to
up
see
that way.
us adopt more flexibility.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
one
Laird
thing
will-
I've been calling for.
Laird will get
Well,
tagged again.
That's right. And Laird, did you see Laird?
Miller had a soft tag on him too at the end of the game. There you
Well,
go.
that's respect, isn't it?
Yeah. RESPCT, RIP Aretha.
Yeah, good old Aretha Franklin. Yeah, because Rory Laird was quite often by himself on the back of the square, just standing
Just
there.
sitting there,
Give it to me, give it to me.
Having a party. Having a party
Sitting on his
pie.
desk.
That's what he was doing.
Sitting on his
Anyway,
desk.
anyway, not the game. Let's have a look at movers, shakers, tankers, and
Fakers.
woo. Let's have a look. Movers, one of yours.
Oh,
The Hawks. Yep. A lot of
Who
people are
had
tipping
them-
them. A lot of people are tipping them to topple Richmond.
Oh, I think they can
Even
do
if
it.
it's more for hits and giggles.
I think they can do it.
You
I think
trust
they
them?
can do it. I
Shakers?
do.
Shakers, you had?
Bulldogs. Because they got really close. I think they only lost
3
by
points.
3 points to Richmond. Who predicted that?
Richmond have actually come close in the last couple of games.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that is.
You know why? Because teams are now opting to kick through them.
Yes.
You cannot handball when you play
I
Richmond.
know. I know. Keep telling them, You need to be onto them. Get onto them. Tell them. Bring them
And
up.
you need to use the
Get on the
corridor against them. You can't
Phone it.
go wide with them.
Did you watch the Bulldogs play them?
Yeah, I did.
And did they do that?
Yeah. They were using courageous ball movement through the middle of the ground.
I like when people take it wide and then just bring it straight through the
Yeah,
gates.
well, because Richmond will force you wide. That's what they did to us
But
in the
haven't you
grand
noticed that
final.
we play
because
wide?
you need to play back space.
Don't
with
we
them,
play
back
wide
shoulder.
naturally? We use the fat side of the ground every
Yeah,
time.
we just can't do it on the G for some reason.
Because we get pushed right out, I reckon, to the right on the perimeter.
No,
where
because we get lost
normally
in
have
the
a.
space and we forget that there's an opponent.
Well, I think also we go out near the boundary line what
We
we're
need to play
used
back
to,
shoulder.
but there's too much to come back in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where we need to pull in about 5 metres from the edge and then play the game
Yeah.
style. Yeah.
Take the 45
And they just
in.
keep pushing
Yeah.
around. Yep, that makes sense.
Because Richmond's defenders, they want to play. They want direct line with the ball. So therefore, if they push you wide, then they've got time to
Adjust.
adjust.
They know the space.
Because they can
Face
see
it.
direct line with the ball.
Unless they lose, they're staying there the whole
But
time.
with the corridor, it's unpredictable. They can't set up.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Tankers, pretty easy.
No,
Caaarlton.
Caaarlton. What are they? They're,
No. And they don't deserve priority picks.
Yes, they do.
Only if it comes to us from Mitch McGovern. Then maybe just one. But apart from that, no, they don't. And no team deserves them. Help them out with other
In my opinion, the Gold Coast do, Ali. In my opinion,
No.
they do.
No, you know what?
The
Help them
AFL
out
owe
with
it to
the
them.
administration. Help them out with
Like what they do to
expand their
Brisbane.
soft cap. Allow them to get to shell more money out for assistant coaches. Get the best people. Let them do a bit of that. Not poaching from us because I'm sick of it. But
Well, we don't have anyone good at the moment.
no, Pykester. That's it. And stay away from Franco too. I want to see Campo go forward. That what we said.
Yeah, Campo
Campo
to go
forward,
forward,
Franco in the
in the middle.
midfield,
I've got no idea
and
about the back line.
No
coach.
idea who we could put in there, but we'll find out soon enough. Hopefully there'll be a few more changes. Fakers, my favourite.
No.
Friday night
Pear.
specialist.
Can't the Pear.
Can't Pear.
Another fight.
I
in
had
the press.
like another fight, another pair game, another fight,
Another melee.
another melee. Although they
In
have
the
put
southern
it,
stand.
although the Pear have put it out as an AFL brawl.
Oh.
It was Port Adelaide brawl and Essendon
Oh,
brawl.
okay.
It's an AFL brawl.
Oh.
Even though we've all seen the video footage of
Okay.
it. Whoever it was
But
instigated
I
by, I
will
don't
say, Essendon fans are.
know. Not all of them.
Pardon?
No.
You ever? I've been to a lot of Essendon games
Yeah.
when Adelaide have played them, and they're
I've
the
sat
most
next to
mouthiest.
2 very drunk young Essendon fans once, and they were hilarious because we smashed them and they were picking on their
Well,
own
maybe
players.
I just sit in the wrong areas, but
I think it's you.
Footy Park in 2013. Oh, round one when we played.
Oh, 2013, and you're basing that to it's
No.
5 years later.
Essendon in 2015 at Etihad
I
Stadium.
don't care.
The most mouthiest, cocky
I don't care. I don't care.
idiots.
He's whinging. You're sucking it up.
So
You sound
no,
like
I
a Pear
don't
fan.
like. I don't like.
Yeah,
the-
you're just sucking up like a Pear fan.
I don't
Are
like
you,
the
are you like
Essendon
Kane
fans.
Corns going hiding off Twitter for a few days? Yeah. And
I
good
do
on
that
Fireman
sometimes.
Kane, by the way, on Twitter. You're a legend. He's
Fireman
he's always Graham. His son's gone missing. Need to put in a police report, or has he been found yet? He's disappeared since Friday
Yeah,
night.
and then he comes back on board and
Cracks the
smashes the Crows. What a deluded
like,
idiot.
The Pear have like an open smorgasbord of where to crack them, right? Lack of leadership, lack of playability,
Players
how many
wanting
of their
out.
players went out, coaches
Coaches
while they're
leaving
under
left, right,
contract.
and centre.
Mind you, I think we might lose one under contract, but that's another story. Scandal. But yeah, so all this spin, they're going to replace more washing machines down there. And even Choco Williams came out tonight
Yeah.
and said Ken needs to talk at a bit more layman's level, essentially. That's
And
what
stop
he said.
talking corporate.
Stop talking corporate, which is code for
Spin.
spin.
They've got spin classes to be sweet.
Yeah, he's down there.
Yeah. 10 past 8 on a Monday evening.
And swearing and yelling and
spin
ranting, raving,
classes.
although hilarious
Free.
for us to watch, I'm not sure can get the players over the line anymore because they're not responding, are they?
Yeah, no, they're not.
No,
They're
not at all. But anyway, I'll flog him
Their
some other time
skills,
trip. Their team now,
skills are terrible by AFL Footy Club.
Mm.
Even Caaarlton's skills are better than theirs.
well, put it this way, all the mocking of us, right? We finished on the same amount
They
of
were
wins.
well and truly. They did not realise, Ali,
they
that
were
they
in the
were
top
actually
4.
on the karma bus.
Oh, and then caught them. He went to every stop in Alberton and picked them all up and took them for a drive down West Lakes. Oh, let's hit into this one here, Pete. Media meltdown. Let's lose our collective minds, shall we?
This is
see
really-
that segue?
Yes. beautiful.
Seamless, Anthony.
Perfect.
I'll let you go
Perfecto.
first before I...
Oh, look.
Because I've actually, before I let Anthony run off the trap here, I've actually managed to get hold of some footage. Now, I can't talk about how we obtained it, but I swear it's a
We
conversation.
had our mics in.
Yeah. So Brett
In
Burton
HQ.
was having a meeting with Collective Minds, but he accidentally left something behind. I'm not saying it's come from Brett, But we managed to get hold of a recording of what was said after Brett Burton left the room.
Oh.
So this is with Collective Minds. So it's just...
So who
it's
was this?
some
Was this
representatives.
between...
I can't tell you who it's between, but you do the maths, you'll be able to work it out.
Okay.
So do you want me to slide that in there now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, then I can go on. And
Okay. So
talk
this
about
is a
Collective
recording what
Minds.
we've been able to find, and tell us what you think.
Wow, you must have told a whopper to unload that death trap. And what'd you use, Marge, huh? The old Buff and Bluff, the Hale Murray, the Susquehanna Shuffle, huh? Huh? Huh?
No tricks. It was salesmanship, that's all.
Sure, Marge, salesmanship.
But it was.
Sure, Marge, was.
That may or may not come from The Simpsons. I can't confirm or deny that. Oh, Gil's got the wolf at the back door. And I thought when I heard wolf at the back door, it just reminded me.
That's
So.
funny. Yes, exactly.
So yeah, anyway,
Amon
go
Wolf.
on. Amon Wolf.
Is it Amon?
Yeah, something like that. I don't
something
know.
like that.
Go for it, mate.
Well, it was
Shall I
really
track
bizarre. I seen some photos of the journos at the press conference today, the Collective Minds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you ask me, now this is supposed to be a somewhat large organisation.
It's an
They had
organisation.
no identity to say that they were from Collective Minds. There was no backdrop.
Oh.
There was no... They had no uniform on.
Yeah. So go on. Yeah.
All it was is I was just sitting at the MCG. These two guys were just sitting there.
So no Collective Minds shirts?
Nothing on. Nothing to say that they were from Collective Minds, Ali.
Do you reckon that they did that to avoid being seen going in?
Well, I think they're in damage control.
Yeah, but why?
In my opinion, I think they're in damage control, Ali.
But didn't they say everything was awesome? We should insert that.
Everything is awesome!
Because there was no problems. I'm just walking around the room. It's confusing Anthony. It's very easily done.
Oh.
Did you forget who I was?
Who are you?
Yeah.
I'm in the MSU unit.
Um,
Memory support.
I don't know what that is. You should know. I forgot what you said.
Look, I think what's happened, the phones have stopped ringing at Collective Minds HQ.
You think?
They're in damage
But why
control.
did they? Okay, with what
Why
they
did
said.
they wait?
With
Why-
what they said, which was realistically nothing.
Well, it was
why
nothing
did they
we didn't
wait?
know. Well, that's what I was about to ask you. Why did they wait? Why did they wait until the end of the season to
'Cause,
come out and
you know,
describe their...
They talked about them being. They got them in after
Doings.
before the Melbourne game, like up in where we got smashed.
Yeah.
But we already knew that. People are talking about it loud like it's new
Like
information.
it's new information.
I
We
remember
knew that.
it being talked about on the radio back then.
Yeah.
Because people said, "Oh, well, they came in and we got smashed
Yeah.
and blah blah blah," and that's people didn't like that side of it. And the media reporting's really weird. It said Pike didn't want it, but yet they're trying to claim that Pike re-instigated them to come back.
Oh, I think the media make a lot of crap up.
I think they generally
I
do.
think the media...
If there was a dead horse in here, they'd be flogging it. And then the next story was okay, here's my take. Do you know what the media, all they could get out of it? This is the big story, the big reveal. To me, the only thing they got out of that they could even remotely try and turn into another story, which has already been was Taylor Walker came up and wanted to do
Oh,
the
yeah.
power stance.
The power stance.
And I'm like, yeah, and I still don't understand what the problem was. Is it because there's something new and their brains are so small that they don't think that trying new things is a good thing? We won 2 out of 3. Even Meatloaf saying 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But do you think the power stance is the reason we lost the grand final?
It's not. We
So
were
what's
outplayed on the day.
What's the big deal?
We were outplayed on the day,
But
Ali.
what's the big deal?
Mitch Cleary's clearly got a big deal about it.
It's,
Mitch Cleary, Ali, has got an obsession with it.
he's got what is it?
He's
Something
obsessed.
a cattle dog can't chew through.
He's got an obsession with Taylor Walker.
But why? Is that by proxy? Is he good mates with Kane Corns or something?
Ali.
They're all
They're
with
best
Croc
mates.
Media.
They're all with Croc
Are they?
Media.
Okay, fair enough. So it's just crap.
Like, Collective Mind admit that it was Tex Walker's decision to implement the power stance during the 2007
So, but they came up
finals.
with it. So what?
Who cares?
So what?
You know?
People come up with the song to listen to before a team runs out. Oh my God! Stop
Exactly,
the
and
press!
then-
Stop the press! the Pear have been using Never Tear Us Apart, and they've been torn apart. Shouldn't that be a front page headline?
Absolutely, it should be.
Huh? Can't use a song
How
if you can't
we're
live
torn
up
apart.
to it. Yeah.
I'm reading some quotes here. They're saying, this is what Collective Minds say.
Yep.
We accept that some players thought the camp was unusual and too
As you
dialogue-based.
Yeah, so you yacked on too much. Yeah, and? Did they mention anything about the blindfolds? Did that come up at all? Not that I care about that. And they said the phones were returned to them in the evening. They were taken off them during the day and returned in the evening. What's wrong with that?
They said that the Richmond theme song was not played on the camp, but then Don Pike comes out and says that
I think it was played during... No, he said it was played when they were training. They did it in a training run somewhere, I think. Because that's how the local media got hold of it, because they heard it being played.
And then this is the other bit I don't quite make sense
Okay.
of. We never dumped... Sorry, we were never dumped by the hashtag Crows or anything like that. We initiated the conversation and we agreed to part ways.
Yeah, but that's what the Crows said. They'd had conversations with Collective Minds and they agreed to part ways. That was said ages ago.
Yeah. At the completion of the camp, all the feedback was overwhelmingly positive.
Mm-hmm.
What has happened since then we can't comment on.
Of course they can't.
No, they can't.
So there's a fallout of the camp that may have been awesome at the time, but whatever else has gone on, I don't know. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
Right.
Were you there?
No, I was not there.
And then
So
with
how can I
regards to
comment?
the Indigenous aspect of the camp,
That was all dealt with.
they're saying in relation to the Indigenous aspects, we sought out a local elder and incorporated the use of a traditional talking stick. The players' phones were held during the day but returned to them during the evening.
Yeah, so...
But remember, had their phones, according to the
confiscated.
media...
Couldn't use them.
So...
At all. So where's the
obviously-
apologies for all the misrepresentation?
Yeah.
All the lies that were reported.
And then they've said here, Collective Minds directors front the media in Melbourne, saying the Crows pre-season camp was focused on heart and minds, approved and signed off by the highest level at the club.
And also the players were checked over by the doctor, and it was psychologically. It said they had a clearance at the end of it.
Yeah, okay. But in conclusion of all of it, Ali, it's been a media beat up, yes?
Yeah. Something's gone on somewhere, but is it part of that camp? Someone didn't like something, but just said, you know how some people go, oh yeah, it was fine, and then later on bitch about it?
Yeah.
So you've got how many people on there? It's been a beat up.
But then on the other hand, it has been poorly managed by both Adelaide and Collective Minds.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not denying that.
Do you know what I mean?
If they'd all come out at the beginning and said this, bang.
Yeah.
But you know what, to be honest, doesn't matter if they did, it would still be brought up.
Yeah.
So really there's not too much inconsistent there.
No.
With what the Crows said.
No. But people
they still won't believe them because they haven't got what they want.
That's right.
A juicy story out of it.
And they're never going to get what they want.
No, they just make it up until they can find something else
Until something eventually does.
Yeah. Well, I'm sick of talking about that. Are you?
Oh, I'm sick of it. To be quite frank, I'm sick of hearing
all of it. Well, should we go on to Sidebar?
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry.
So, another week, another new Prime Minister.
Yeah, we now have got our 30th Prime Minister,
Jeez.
Scott Morrison.
What is it?
Welcome on board.
Oh, jeez. What is it? Australia? It's a change of Prime Minister, so just remember, please check your smoke alarm batteries.
Well, that's true. Did you see that shop, actually?
Oh, don't. Yeah, they used it. Yeah. I'm there. So that's what's happening there. Announcement, we did talk about Rory and Belinda just briefly there, which we still don't know what has exactly happened there yet, but I'm sure over time it will come out.
We don't want to speculate, but...
No.
It's a personal matter.
Around the traps.
Well, what are you hearing?
Well, just the latest rubbish. Mitch McGovern to Caaarlton, and then tonight I heard Mitch McGovern signed to delivered to the Hawks, which you and I weren't happy about because we're not interested.
Yeah.
We want something juicy to get a Rankine or a Lukosius
or maybe both.
If it's true or he stays, it's one of the two. It's hard because you don't want him to go, but then you start thinking about all the shiny toys that you could get, and then you're sort of like, oh, Mitch, who? What?
Oh, yeah.
And then you're happy, but then when they stay, you go, oh, shiny toys.
Yes, well, I got told today that Brett Burton and Mark Rasciutio were
Ritudo.
At the Adelaide Airport in the Virgin Lounge together.
Were they seeing Brett Burton off out of the state?
Well, I hope so.
Shutting the door, making sure international flight. On way.
Jump on that.
Off you go, son.
Qatar Air flight.
Yeah. Off you go.
Go
Off
to
you go,
Dubai.
son. That's the one.
Go and stuff up their soccer teams over there.
Yeah, we'll bring it. We'll bring the news to you as we find out as well. Any other little tidbits we get.
What goes on there, Ali? Seriously?
No, I can't even begin to speculate. I'm just worried about who good people will lose. But we'll talk about that later. Injuries. We don't have to do oppo analysis this week. So what are the injuries? What do they look like?
Yeah,
Who's
our
in
injuries,
surgery?
Ali. So we've had 5 players in for surgery thus far.
Okay.
Hardigan's had 2
Knees.
operations on his knees. On separate knees, both knees.
Yeah.
Tarly has had a reconstruction of his thumb.
Oh, that must have hurt.
Otten's had his Achilles operated on.
Done.
McGovern's had an arthroscope on his ankle.
Cools. Both, I believe, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And Walker's had a foot operation for that plantar fascia.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, so
What a
that's...
surprise would be something. Now that I've actually got a bit of plantar fasciitis, I know how much the frickin' thing hurts, and I've only got minor
It's a hot
tear.
spot.
It is horrible pain.
Man.
Horrible pain.
Can't put any pressure on it, especially in the mornings. It's a bit touch and
that's
go.
the one. I've got to wear my sneakers even if I get up during the night to go to the toilet. I've got to put my sneakers on. It's a look. Pyjamas and sneakers.
Nighty on.
Yeah. Off I go. Next round lineup, obviously we don't have one.
No, we don't.
Tips, I won. Again.
Yeah, you won. I think you won the overall battle, actually.
Really?
Ali.
You beat me twice, so I think I won.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
That's what I said.
Smashed you. Obliterated you. You're a squashed
You are
ant.
unconditional.
I'm unconditional. That's the word, isn't it?
That's the
Check
word.
out the word unconditional, folks. The crows are
That
throwing it
appears
around
to be
like
the word
candy
left, right,
in
and
the
centre
candy store.
at the moment.
Tips, don't care.
No, I don't give a red razoo.
No.
We're
Someone
not
will win,
playing finals.
someone will lose. Although I will crack Vic Whingers.
Oh, haven't they?
Nat Edwards going on about, it's unfair for Collingwood to be playing over in Western Australia on a Saturday night. And I went, yeah, well, you could look at it this way. Win or lose, they get to play their next game at their home ground. West Coast aren't afforded that luxury, are they?
No.
So, shut your whinging piles. And even Hawks and Richmond fans complain that they're playing on a Thursday night. Did you know that?
Well,
I'm like, how
suck
much
it
rest
up.
are you going to get? How much rest are you going to get before the next game, though? Like, it's a
suck
huge
it up.
advantage. But isn't that a huge advantage? And
Oh,
our
absolutely,
first
that
game
is-
was on a Thursday night.
We got 53,000 there against the Giants.
And then 2 were Giants fans, like 2 people.
We've got country
Two
members.
people were Giants fans. Yeah, because they're whinging about people not getting to the game.
Oh, the farmers. Oh.
Yeah. Farmers will show up. Trust you, they know how to travel. God, it's the people
Country
that live
people
down
are
the
loyal.
road. Yeah, absolutely. We get them there all the time. Love our country people.
You know,
Always at
we've
the
got a lot of
Crows
country members.
96,000 and something bloody
Yeah.
people, including cats and dogs and email members. We don't care. We're there.
Fauna Park members.
Yeah, don't care. Don't care. We'll just sign up my cat and dog. Okie, you want to join? He said yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he said.
Yeah.
If I give him a treat, he'll join. He's
Oh,
fine.
of course
yeah.
he will. Did you just say that word?
Yeah, I did.
Did he look?
Yeah, he's still looking. He hasn't stopped looking at me. Uh-oh, now he's up. Hello. You can't have one, you big fat dog. He's a good boy. Anyway, so is that it for this round?
I think it is, Ali.
Round 23 is done and dusted.
Got
We're done and dusted.
Episode 22.
Episode 22. We were one behind. We had a bye in there. But we will come back. We're going to do another podcast just to do a catch-up on a review. And maybe looking at the draft. So we
tuned for
might
that,
have
please.
a couple gaps in between just so we can get some analysis going on. And also because otherwise we're going to bring you the same thing every day each week.
Yeah, and that's boring.
Which is, Mitch McGovern, Caaarlton Hawthorn. Who will it be? Oh, he ended up there. Oh, we kept him. And that'll be the end of the podcast.
A lot of
so.
speculation.
Speculation.
And we don't like doing that on Two Crows.
Oh, we do.
Where
I'm going to bring you all the crap. 90% of it will not be true or
we
come
like to be
true.
authentic.
But we can smash the other people that share it.
Authenticity.
Authenticity and unconditional.
Unconditional.
That's us. Me and you,
that
Ann.
appears to be.
That's us. Okay, Ann.
That's Ash.
Good night for me.
And it's a good night from her.
It's 26 minutes past the hour.
Listen, like, follow, reshare, and retweet.
Reshare and retweet. So share it and then reshare it because you love us. Get as many listeners on board and we'll keep on keeping on. Thanks, Ann.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ali.
Good night.
Thanks, listeners.
Thanks,
Cheers.
listeners. Bye.
I'm standing on the outside looking in.
going on in here? What's that noise, Birdman? Morning, Mr. Fags. That would be the, oh, there's another one, the hamstrings. Right. Where's Avocado Boy? Who, Mr. Fags? You know who, your mate, Huss. Get him in here. He's had some awareness, Mr. Fags. Bloody type of awareness. Awareness that he might get fired, Mr. Fags. So we gave him a temporary transfer to another department until things close down. Oh, we'll just keep him out of my sight, okay? Oh, bloody hell.
Morning, Mr. Fags.
Oh, morning, Renee. How are you?
I'm fine with the... Ow!
Oh, just... Renee?
Yes, Mr. Fags.
Can you get Chappie in here, please? I need to speak to him.
Certainly, Mr. Fags.
Come in. Chappie here. Speak to me. Chappie, get over here. Look, now, Pikester's got a presser this afternoon. Yeah. And his royal smugness in relaxed leisure wear is bound to be there. Yeah. And, well, I have a cunning plan, okay? Sounds good, Mr. Fags. What's that plan? Well, come here and I'll tell you. On to it, sir. I'll get IT up here straight away, Mr. Fags. Thanks, Chappie. Shut the door on your way out. Come in. Hi.
Mr. Fags.
Oh, Huss. So that's where they've been hiding you. Back in IT. Oh, for God's sake, get in here. Oh, and shut the door. Right, Huss. Can you hack a mobile phone? I've got a little job for you.
Yes, Mr. Fags.
I'll do my best. Well, it better be better than your plan, which I'm going through for the fitness department right now. Do you understand? Avocado boy?
Yes, Mr. Fags.
I know exactly what's needed. We'll get onto it. Oh, little China girl. Oh, better hurry up. Gotta get that flight. That's the stuff. I better do some washing. Rabbito's jacket. Rabbito's jacket. Rabbito's jacket. Tracksuit top. Tracksuit top. Rabbito's jacket. Tracksuit pants. Oh, better get that on. Right, better go do some work. Stop there, Mr. Ritchie. All mobile devices must be handed in before the presser today. What the? Make sure you give it back. Yes, Mr. Ritchie. Oh, glad to be home from that presser. Now, before my trip, I need to do a couple things. Blocked. Blocked. Oh, I might do some Google Translate.
Go Poor Power. How do I say that in Chinese, Google?
一个九，
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 一个九。
一个九，
Oh, I'm going to use that when I get to China. 一个九. Oh boy, here it is at the game. I'm ready. Here come the boys. 一个九，一个九，一个九. Oh, 一个九. They must all be in the marquees. Yay! 一个九，一个九. Oh, why are Koshi and KT so angry at me? I'll have to show them my phone and my Google Translate. Koshi, KT. Oh, go away, Michelangelo. You bring dishonour and shame to the Poort Power name, yelling those words that are so offensive. But I was saying go Poort Power in Chinese, see, on my phone. 一个九, go Poort Power. You fool, put it into my phone. Now what does it say?
119,
What the?
119.
Oh.
I'm standing on the outside looking in.
Brought to you by Two Crows